just talk after talk in Copenhagen, you're mistaken. Lot of cultural programs is going to take place intending to spread message about climate change and global warming. A 6-member team from Bangalore is also going to be a part of it.
Be having a theatre performance, one dance and song performance.
They are called the Climate Champions and will try to reach the masses. They say that theatre, dance and music are forms of expression that people can easily relate to.
We all know that theatre is a very powerful means to create awareness. It's very expressive.
Although I will miss them, lighting me in forest fires, spurring me on by heating the world.
All the art forms talk about how man exploited Earth and the price we are forced to pay for it.
She's living in a world full of destruction, it's full of noises, it's full of people who are trying to kill each other.
They are sent by the British Council in Chennai.
The team will leave on 4th of December and return after 1 week of tight schedule. Akhila Premachandran for IIJNM.
It's time for a short break. Stay tuned for a business update when we come back.
For the latest buzz around Bangalore City, check out the soft copy and pick up your copy of The Observer today.
Welcome back. A look at the quick business stories lined up for today. Only 156 out of every million people in the country are involved in research and development in science and technology. But the private sectors in the city are trying to encourage research and development through their efforts. Shefali Bhatt reports.
In an event presided over by Kapil Sibal, Infosys Science Foundation today announced awards of Rs 50 lakh each to 5 scientists for their outstanding contribution towards scientific research in India.
It will increase the visibility of research that is being done in India, the world-class research that is being done in India.
So I think there are others. Tatas have shown the way, Birlas have done it. Reliance, for example, is stem cell research. I am told they are interested in investing.
Besides investing in research and development in science and technology within the company, Mr. Narayan Murthy says that Infosys also invests in a few projects of knowledge enterprise in the country.
Our R&D investment is about 4.5% or something like that. But I mean, that's one thing that we do. There are many others who are doing such things in India. So we need all of them.
Shefali from Bangalore.
There has been 40% decline in the number of small-scale industries in and around Bangalore over the last year. The global economic meltdown, skyrocketing land prices, lack of electricity and tough pollution control norms have acted against the small-scale industries in a major way. Karnataka Chief Minister Yediyurappa has ordered the Karnataka Small-Scale Industries Association to look into the matter and make arrangements for small-scale industries to come up in the state.
The electronics market on Sardar Patrappa Road in Bangalore suffers a 70 to 75% decrease in sales owing to intra-market competition and showrooms and malls coming up across the city. Mary Shea brings us this report.
Sardar Patrappa Road, or better called as SP Road, is known as the electronic hub for many Bangaloreans. For years it has served the needs of young and old and provided them with electronics, computers and mobile phones. Due to recession, people are having less money to spend. The volume of sales was 100% and has now come down to 10 to 20%.
Nowadays it's like the business has gone down. People are selling stuff for even lower than the margins.
सेल तो यहाँ पे भैया दिनों दिन कम ही हो रहा है. खरीद के जाने वाले अभी मैं 100 में से 25% है.
Because there is a stiff competition and there are a lot of shops are coming nowadays and everyone wants to sell at the lowest price. The another reason is probably the computers and the TV spare parts. Everything, you know, branded computers are available at throwaway price nowadays.
If the shop dealers have to survive in this business, they are forced to work on thin profit. The concept of shopping malls has also hit the dealers. Some dealers also feel the need to move out from this market since it's not earning them much.
The gross domestic product at factor cost for Q2 of the financial year 2009-10 has shown a growth rate of 7.9% over the same quarter of the previous year. This is a good indication for Indian markets, as experts feel that this may neutralize the impact of Dubai downturn to a certain extent.
Now for a look at the stocks. The NSE Nifty rose 91 points over yesterday's closure of 4,941 points, touching 5,067 points today. The Bombay Stock Exchange recorded a high of 295 points over yesterday, with the day's high touching 17,028 points. It finally closed at 16,926 points.
With that, it's a wrap of the business section.
For the latest buzz around Bangalore City, check out the soft copy and pick up your copy of The Observer today.
Now for a quick look at the weather. The day was partly cloudy. Maximum temperature was 28.1 degrees Celsius and minimum was 17.4 degrees Celsius. Humidity level touched 57% and no rainfall is expected through the day.
With tomorrow being World AIDS Day, we sent our reporters into the city to bring you reactions from people across various age groups on what they thought of AIDS and AIDS-related campaigns today. This is what they had to say in our question and answer section.
They think that AIDS is like contagious and the person is not pure. Especially in India, I think a lot of people do have reservations about people who are AIDS.
Actual means, and if you want to prevent AIDS, then please take contraceptives.
People are a little more concerned. They understand.
The amount of people who have AIDS has gone down because due to high literacy in our country.
They think that by touching and like kissing and something like that they'll get AIDS, but it's totally wrong.
With that, it's a wrap of this bulletin. Do stay tuned for news and updates that will follow.
Thank you and good night.
Good night.
Now.